These are smoked landmines. Super tasty, but be careful, they pack a punch.
Big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
That's bacon, and that bacon needs to be smoked. And I'll be doing that on my Napoleon Kettle Pro grill. We're gonna open it up, take out the grill grate, load it up with a little bit of charcoal, and then fire it up. Be careful, this recipe requires military precision. Of course I like the beech, but this is beech wood that I like to smoke with. I'm gonna add that to the charcoal, put the grill grates back in, let it come up to temperature, have the top vent all the way open and the bottom vent almost all the way closed. Once we're running at a temperature of around 140 degrees Celsius, I'm just gonna slap that bacon on as a whole pack and I'm going to let it smoke until the fat renders down and becomes nice and smoky and almost all the way crisp. And while that bacon is crispening up, which is going to take about 10 to 20, maybe even 30 minutes, it's a good time to start working on the rest of the recipe because our landmines are going to be freaking delicious. But to get it just right, we need to make our own ranch. And all good sauces start with mayonnaise. Half a cup of mayonnaise will be enough. The same amount of sour cream, a quarter cup of buttermilk, and then chop fine a tablespoon worth of parsley, a tablespoon of dill, a tablespoon of chives, a pinch of salt and a good old grind on the old peppermill. Komt er een teentje knoflook bij. And then all you need to do is just mix this up. And the real magic happens when you let this sit in your fridge for around half an hour to an hour and all of the flavors go into the ranch. Then this really is freaking amazing. Taste test. It is creamy, it is soft, it is delicate, it's refreshing, it almost tastes healthy. See, I want to go to the gym. I don't want to do some yoga right now. Yoga. You know, with the pants on? You don't have yoga pants? After all that talk about this yoga pants, now let's get back to that manly stuff. Bacon. Look at how beautifully smoked this bacon is turning out. Look, whoa, that first slice, picking up loads of smoke. The heat in the barbecue is building up a little bit, so the fat's rendering down. I'm just gonna spread this out so we can get a little bit more smoke on it, because this is going to be the ingredient that's going to turn the landmines from a yoga dish to a man's dish. In about 5 minutes, that bacon is going to be absolutely perfect. I'm gonna let it cool down, chop it up. And now, of course, you're starting to wonder, where are those landmines? Come on, man, show me the landmines. We need to make landmines. We're making landmines, don't worry about it. In the meantime, I've been cooking this. Pasta, elbows, macaroni. Macaroni for mac and cheese. You know what I'm talking about? Put some of that in a bowl. And I'm not gonna tell you how to make this, because if you can't make this, then maybe cooking at all. This is about 4 cups of mac and cheese, boiled. To that, I'm going to add the ranch. Ranch yoga pants. It rhymes. Do you think it rhymes for a reason? And of course, I can't make just mac and cheese with ranch. I gotta have some cheese. So I'm gonna add some ricotta, which is a really light cheese. That's not gonna bring any flavors. So I'm also gonna need some old cheese. You can use some cheddar if you want to. This stuff is freaking amazing. It's my personal favorite. It's like a Dutch Beemster oude kaas, which is freaking delicious. But you can do yours and I can do mine. And we can all be happy together making landmines. You remember the good old times when the CIA and the Dutch government listened to your phone lines about what you were saying, and if you were using the word bomb, they would just visit your house and grab you out of your chair and interrogate you. And I think those days are over. We're talking about cheese and we're talking about landmines. It's some kind of code. It's not code. We're just making mac and cheese. There we go. A teaspoon of mustard, a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. Now, if I would just mix this up and have some delicious mac and cheese, it will be all fantastic, everybody will be happy. But we're making landmines. We still need something to glue this thing together. That's why you gotta have some breadcrumbs. So I'm adding about 100 grams of breadcrumbs. And landmines wouldn't be landmines without making them spicy. Now I'm feeling kind of dapper, so I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chili flakes. And then mix the whole thing up. Of course, you can do a taste test with this too. If you think you need to, and I think you think you need to, and I think I need to do that too. Well, actually, there's one thing missing. Oh, it's nice, spicy. Nice. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of my favorite barbecue rub, the PitmasterX Classic Barbecue Rub. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of paprika powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, a 1/4 tablespoon of garlic powder. Mix it all up, and that's how you do it. Of course, that recipe is on our website. Right there? Is it there? You just changed the camera. It was there before. Why did you switch it up? I'm trying to be a professional here, man. We're working with landmines. What do you guys think? Stop fooling around. I quit. This is too dangerous, even for me. And that's how you make the explosive of the landmine. Now we need this. These are landmine oven trays, specially designed to create landmines in your barbecue. Load them up with the explosives, and you gotta really press them together like this so that you're gonna end up with the perfect result. Now these are ready for the barbecue. I got my barbecue running at a temperature of 180 degrees Celsius, which are kind of the baking regions of barbecuing, compared with a hot oven. You can actually make this recipe in your oven, but yeah, it's not gonna be the same thing. Landmines in a barbecue. Just slide the trays in, close the lid, and let them bake. And while we wait, why not make a barbecue sauce? Well, as a matter of fact, you do need a barbecue sauce. Well, why not the Coca Cola barbecue sauce? It starts with 1/2 liter of Coca Cola, or 2 cups, same thing. A cup of ketchup, 4 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, the juice of a lemon, and a 1/4 cup of molasses. Bring that to a boil and boil it down all the way until you have a syrupy consistency. And when you hear this sizzle, then you know they're done. Look at that. Nothing changed. Maybe a little bit of smoky color, but not much change. Now here comes the trick. I'm gonna layer on some parchment paper, then a tray goes on.
Done? Is it done? Am I on time?
He's just hungry, he's showing up. The editor's showing up when he thinks, hey, what's taking so long? Did they eat everything? I better check. Super easy. Anyone can do this. Flip them around. There we go. All right, now I'm just gonna let these cool down in the tray. Just like with ordinary baking, you gotta have a little bit of patience. So maybe around 10 more minutes, and then we'll check back. Let's take a look. Lift these up. Boy, yo. Oh, woo! Look at this. Oh, if you could only smell this. It's like caramelized cheese. Oh, that smells so good. The barbecue is still running at a temperature of 180 degrees Celsius. The charcoal is over here, direct heat, and we're gonna put our landmines over indirect heat. Time to drizzle on that Coca Cola barbecue sauce, and then give it a little bit of time to sit on the barbecue. It's going to dry up on the outside of these landmines and become nice and sticky. And of course, I want a little bit extra. Some of that bacon on top. Whoop, whoop. There it is. To enter the show and become its star, there you have it. Landmines. Barbecue smoked landmines. Let's give these bad boys a try. Wow, I'm so happy with the end result. It's like a hockey puck, but like a flexible one. Oh my God, look aside. That is absolutely perfect. Whoa, that is so tasty. Woo, hot. It is spicy, but not too spicy where your guests wouldn't want to eat it. It is sticky, it has that barbecue flavor, and at the same time it has that yoga freshness feeling. I don't know what's up with yoga, I don't care, don't forget about the yoga. It's just amazing. It is really good. It is fun, and that's what this recipe is supposed to be. Cheers.